going to call on the cards and just thank them for being in our circle tonight. Trusting in the cards because we know they do not lie. The tarot brings in additional messages, wisdom, guidance for us with this moon, with this eclipse, with this oncoming season. We thank the cards for being in our circle tonight. So for the first card, our past card, I pulled the Seven of Pentacles, but I pulled it in reverse. So if you remember our last pull for the last moon, I pulled the Seven of Wands in reverse. In reverse or upright, sorry. I can't remember, but there was the seven's been coming into play a lot. 7 is the number of evolution. It's a number of growth, kind of like next chapter. So you can think about like 7 days of the week. It's like a sense of completedness. 7 chakras, 7 deadly sins. There's a lot of sevens out there in the world that represent, a journey. And when we have the pentacles, we're learning about fortune, abundance, luck, income, all of those things. So when we have the 7 of Pentacles, normally it's about our next chapter of earning fortune or earning abundance. But when we have it in reverse, it's more about doing things differently to support ourselves financially. So this is something that might be coming back around again. Again, remember we're in eclipse season. So you may have had like an old thing you used to work on or an old idea come back around again. Maybe a person from your past comes back around again with the intention of like a possible partnership or business pursuit. Or perhaps you're just inspired to do something differently or brand new. And the 7 of Pentacles comes in to say, yes, you definitely need to do that. You need to put your energy towards that thing because what you're doing now isn't working. Now, also remember that this Aries moon, we're in an Aries new moon again. We're getting a chance to start over and we're getting a chance to detach and walk away. The fire energy comes in now. Look at this fire on this card, this orange and yellow. The fire of the black moon of Aries comes in right now to help us make swift and easy change without worrying about it. So if you need to pursue something different or do something differently, you can do it a lot more easily now than maybe what you would have been able to do even a week or a few days ago. Moving into our present card, we have the sun reversed. And guess what happens today? A total solar eclipse. Reversing the solar energy. You can't make this stuff up. I shuffled the cards yesterday, left them alone, charged them under the moon, shuffled again today. And this is what I pull for our present card. I kid you not, this card is ruled by the number 19. What is today? April 19th. With a total solar eclipse. Hello, we've got to pay attention to what's going on here, right? So anytime we pull the sun card, if we pull it upright, it's about fertility, fruitfulness, abundance. It's about like the sun coming out again, warming things up, all is well. When we pull it in reverse, it's more about perception than reality. Really, all of the reverse cards in tarot are about that. It's not necessarily about like bad things or omens. It's about perception. So the sun reversed comes into play right now to say that maybe things aren't working out the way that you planned. Maybe you had a certain expectation and it is not playing out on the timeline that you wanted it to. I have been trying to get pregnant my son just turned 4 and I've been trying to get pregnant for 3.5 years. And as you all know, if you've been following my journey, I have been pregnant a lot over the past 3 years. But as you also know, I still only have my son. I've gone through a lot of loss. And I've certainly been questioning in my own life if I want to continue to pursue fertility or if I'm going to have another child or if I'm going to set that aside. Am I going to be fertile in my business and grow the things and the ideas that I want to grow in my business, right? I'm having a little bit of doubt about those things right now. Well, the sun reversed says that. It says we might have doubts about the things that we've been working on. We might have been working really, really hard on something and trying lots of different pursuits and efforts only to find ourselves still not getting that thing that we desire or want. And maybe we hold the best mindset of attraction, law of attraction, and, holding that attitude of gratitude, and we're doing all the things and it's still not happening and we're getting very impatient. Well, the card says that it can still happen, that we have to have hope and we have to have faith. We have to believe. We have to keep doing the work, but maybe we have to do things differently. We are in a reset now. The eclipsed sun comes in with a black Aries moon so that we can give ourselves a reset, maybe reset our mind, maybe reset our attitude, maybe say, okay, things aren't happening the way I want to, or the way I expected, or when I thought that they would happen. However, I know they're going to happen. I know they're going to. I just have to keep doing things towards this goal or desire, but I've got to do something different because what I'm doing isn't working, right? That's why I'm going to war on the parasite thing. But we all have our own journeys. We all have our own things we're working on, and we probably all have things that haven't been working out quite what way we expected, right? So now maybe if you shift just a little bit, maybe if you do things just a little bit differently, maybe you'll start to see success in the future. Hold on to the hope. It's still there if you want it. If you desire it badly enough, it's still there. Now here's the card that I have never pulled in a collective reading. Knight of Cups and in reverse. So all three cards are reversed tonight, and we are in a reversal type of energy. We've got an eclipse and we've got a Mercury retrograde coming up in 2 days. And guess what happens in another few weeks? Saturn goes retrograde. Pluto goes retrograde. We're moving into retrograde season where everything starts spinning backwards. So I have no doubt that we're pulling these cards for a reason. Now, the Knight of Cups is usually, when upright, about forming bonds, relationships, really good, like emotional feel-good stuff. When it's upside down, it's more about the opposite. So there is a chance that somebody might deceive you in the future or let you down or give you a reason to get on your horse and ride away without looking back. Okay? Remember that this new moon in Aries is going to set the energy for the entire lunar cycle. And with Mercury retrograde also controlling this oncoming lunar cycle here in a couple of days, we are probably going to have people from our past come up again. And when people from our past come up again, sometimes it's not for such great things, right? Well, the Knight, anytime we pull the Knight in tarot, it's about going to battle. It's about taking on the challenge. And when we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, it's about taking on the challenge of deciding what relationships are important in our life and what relationships aren't. This isn't just people. This is relationships with food, with tech, with drugs, with pretty much anything, right? But you have to decide right now if this relationship is worth maintaining, or is it deceiving you? Is it taking away your power? Is it limiting you from going on your journey? Funny how we pull the horse as well, right? Because Ashwini Nakshatra reminds us to follow our intuition. So in the next few weeks, in the near future, if you have people in your life that you're getting some spidey senses about, or if you got people coming back into your life and it's a little spooky, follow that Ashwini horse intuition and know when to walk away. Know when to stop on a dime. Right? And Aries is also going to give you that fire and power to burn that bridge if you need to and just move on and don't look back.